All right. We are live here on twitch.tv/Perry Von Vicious, just getting us all set up. And glad to be here on a Monday night after the weekend I had. I'm just happy to still be kicking. Went to war for 30 some minutes with Iron Rip Bison. I knew it was going to be hellacious, but boy, you're never really ready. You know what I mean? Let's see. I'm actually gonna switch. See, I'm gonna switch over to here. There we go. Yeah, that's gonna work. All right, we're gonna go with that view for this stream because we got a lot we're gonna do, and we got an old school game, so it's in the 4:3 ratio. I didn't even think to look at that before we got started here, but we're gonna hop into WWF No Mercy here. We're doing some creator wrestler work. And I'm gonna. Oh, Nickabean's rolling in. I was just gonna say I'm gonna wait for some folks to roll in. Lag Sniper 01. Hello, add me on Discord. I'd love to join your live streams whenever you're streaming. Duly noted, Lag Sniper 01. For now, we're hopping in. We're gonna do some create a superstar work today. Still continuing to build the grind roster. We have currently we have a little grind and a little blitz in here. And a little bit of non-grind, non-blitz. We got some folks who aren't regulars there. So we got myself, the current grind grand champion Perry Von Vicious. We have Delmy Exo. Oh, oh. We got Doctor Redacted. We got Iron Rip Bison. Man, that came out really good. We got CPA, and of course Uncle Sid. So we got a few outliers there. But we got to keep filling in the grind roster here. And I put it out on the socials that I wasn't sure who we should start with. I'm kind of looking at doing either A-Game, Kwesi, or Mike Skyros, or any combination thereof. And who knows? I might skip setting up finishing moves altogether, skip setting move sets altogether, and just go right into just creating the visual character, just so we have him here and we can do moves another time. Hey, Bobby Gilbert. Bobby Gilbert says, "Did you win?" Bobby Gilbert, come on, come on. Of course I won. I won in a brutal like 30-minute match that I am feeling every bit of. I am, yeah, myself and Rip. I talked to him a little bit today. We are both just, we are ships run ashore, man. If you stick around a little later in the stream, I might I've got a link to the not quite visible to the public yet raw footage from the hard cam. So I might have a couple little highlight moments I'll share from the match later because it was bananas. It was a crazy match. So let's hop in here. I think we start with Mike Skyros. He's the longest reigning grind grand champion, and he deserves to be in the game. So let's go ahead and get the Moonlight Sun all set up here. I don't know how tall Skyros is. This is one of the things we really need at Grind. We need like some tail of the tape graphics where we have like everyone's like detailed info. Because I don't know how actually like how tall Mike Skyros is. So it's going to be hard to set him up just right. But we'll make it work. I'm guessing he's got to be either 5'11" or 6 feet. Like he's He's pretty tall. I think he's a bit taller than Rip is, and Rip's 5'10". So I think we could probably call Mike 6 even, right? I don't know. I know Nika Beans has been at a lot of the shows. She may have some insights there. Bobby, you have Fig Fed news. What's going on in the old Fig Fed, bud? His alias. Does the Moonlight Sun fit here? I think we just have to do Moonlight Sun. Leave it at that. Still not totally sure what that name means. You guys, I gotta tell you, I got some cough drops. I got these, the Ricola cough drops that are... Wait, I heard my name. What was that? I got these cough drops that are, they're Ricola, but they're like honey and like echinacea or something, and they are just horrendous. They taste like dust. I can't really put it another way. They taste like mildew and dust. It's just horrendous. But I shouted my voice dry all weekend, so cough drops it is. Let's see, Moonlight Sun probably would be the skull too. Or you know what, he could be the evil. Yeah, he's the evil face. Yeah, Nika Beans, I was saying, what do we think? Skyros is like like 6 foot even, right? Because he's pretty tall. He's shorter than I am, but he's taller than Rip. Rip's 5'10", I'm 6'3". I think 6 foot is probably a fair guess. I'm not super confident in that guess. Maybe a little shorter, maybe like call him like 5'11". Because I know we have Rip in here as 5'10", and I know he's taller than Rip. So I think you're probably right. Let's go with 5'11". You know what? If he wanted to be taller in the game, he'd be in the chat telling us, but he's not. So that'll teach him. Just messing with the setup here. Don't mind me. Making myself bigger on the screen because I'm an egomaniac. Let's see, and for weight, I believe he's billed at 220. I want to say he's billed at 220. Music is irrelevant, because I'm not going to sit here and listen to all the musics. No Titantron. All right, appearance. That's what we're really getting into, and I'm glad Nika Beans is here. For those who don't know, for those who may have seen the grind product in the last few months, Nika Beans has been doing the face paint for Mike Skyros, and it has been rad. Someone backstage at this last one just asked Skyros, like, wow, did you do that face paint yourself? And he just burst out laughing. He just goes, yeah, I could do this myself. Because there ain't no way. This is actually not far off from Skyros' build, although it's maybe a little skinny. Let's see, he's not on the thick side. I think he's about there. That's kind of what we're looking at. That's a Skyros build. Skyros is a damn body guy. Don't let him tell you different. He'll try to be... Let's see. I think that's probably about right. He'll try to be like really... he'll try to be really modest about it. Like, well, I'm working on it. Skyros is a body guy. Skyros is jacked. Now the head here, we don't have to get too fancy on what the head looks like because we're going to stick face paint on his face. It's going to make it hard to... see, he has kind of a round face for a guy who's not particularly round himself, you know what I mean? It's been fun to flex those muscles again. It's been almost 20 years since I did it professionally. Well, you haven't lost a step. It's like riding a bike using paintbrushes, I assume. I didn't actually watch what the process was. Thank you, Nightbot. Bobby Gilbert says, what did I miss? Wait, what did you miss when? What did we say? Did we say something that you missed, or did you have to log out and jump right back on? Let's see. We'll go with that. We'll have him shouting, but we're going to stick face paint on him. Now hair. These days his hair is kind of short and spiky. So we can find some, like... I don't want to give him the Vince. That ain't it. Oh, you were in Agile. You didn't miss much. We were talking about how Nickabeans does Skyros' face paint, and it's been really sick. Like it's been super cool. Boy, we're gonna struggle to find Skyros' hair in here, aren't we? I don't want to give him the Vince hair, but we might have to. Oh, oh, that's so close. The Scotty Too Hottie is so close. Yeah, I mean, we might have to stick with just that and give him like the sort of the simple version of his hair. His hair's not black. It is sort of like a dark brown. God, I'm gonna have to pull up a picture of Skyros, aren't I? I'm not just gonna be able to do it from memory because he's changed his look lately. Hey, Rye, welcome. Let's see. He didn't post anything on his Twitter. Let's see if I think he posted something on Instagram. There it is. Oh God, is it a reel so it's flashing between looks? Oh God, just post a picture, dude. Killing me. Reels. Come on, grow up. All right, here we go. I'm gonna drag this in. We can see here we got Skyros in the background here. I guess his hair is like pretty light. It's like verging on blonde. Somehow it felt like it was a little darker than that. We were thinking that looks about right. I think that's probably right, yeah. We might be able to give him like a different front of his hair because he lets the front kind of get a little scraggly. Let's see if we can't find some. That's a bit much. That's like Sean from Boy Meets World. That's too much. That's definitely too much. Oh, that's a little closer, but definitely a bit much. Boy, these are hard choices. I just keep kind of looking back. Oh, that's actually pretty close. I think we're gonna go with that one. I think we'll agree if I drag the reference photo back over that's not too bad. So we're gonna stick with that for the time being. Let's see, Bobby Gilbert. Oh, Bobby Gilbert, happy birthday, by the way. Bobby Gilbert says I got a new wrestling ring for my birthday. Oh, that's sick. Which one? I know there's a whole bunch that are out there. So yeah, I think that's going to be about the color we're going to stick with. Sort of a dirty blonde, I would call it. No facial hair these days. He's keeping it pretty clean shaven. He had a little for a little bit, but let's see, masks, etc. I think this is where we're going to find face paint. Maybe it might be under masks. Let's just scroll through and see what we have to work with. Okay, so it's not under masks. I don't think it'll be under accessories. Okay. So we're just gonna bail out of that. Hats, caps could be in there. No, I know there's face paint in this game. Is it just on the faces? Do I have to scroll till I find one with face paint all over it? I know there's face paint in this game. I just don't know where it is. WWE Money in the Bank ring place. Oh, heck yeah. That sounds awesome. Well, that's really cool. You must be psyched. Let's see. These are all just weird faces. I know there's got to be something. I would think it would be under masks, etc. But it's absolutely not. Yeah, that's weird. I'm just checking to make sure. Giving it the old Google. Okay, it does say that they're under masks, etc. I didn't really see anything. Maybe it's a bunch that I haven't unlocked. Oh man, do I have to go unlock stuff for him? Am I gonna have to give him some weird cane mask for the time being just to hold us over? Yeah, he's getting a weird cane for, oh, I can't change the colors? Are you kidding me? Come on, what lazy nonsense is that? Okay, yeah, I think there's got to be stuff I need to unlock. Just for the heck of it, we're gonna save Mike and we're gonna go hop into the SmackDown Mall. And I just want to see if there's something I'm supposed to buy because I think I have some money just sitting. Yeah, let's just check. I do think, yeah, I've got a pile of money just waiting. So under this, I wonder if it'd be under etc. Okay, it's got to be under costume stuff. Man, there's some great stuff I haven't unlocked yet. Okay, yeah, because there's tattoos. Okay, here's face paints. Okay, we're gonna pick one out. Hey, Joey Nails. We're right now we're making Mike Skyros in WWF No Mercy. I may make a bunch of characters. We may just do the appearance and not mess with the move sets. Those take forever. Joey Nails, how's everything going up in Maine, buddy? I see you out training at a few different schools. Working on them in-ring skills. I appreciate it. That's always makes me happy to see people focusing and working. Let's see, are any of these gonna be like, oh, Phantom might be the one. Let's buy that just in case. And I think that's it for ones that really fit for him. We'll buy the Jinsei Shinzaki just in case. Okay. We'll keep working on Mike here. Events, etc. The kanji's a bit much, but the Phantom might work. And I'm just going to leave it as is. It's not usually the coloring he goes with, but it's pretty close. Sir did the Gabe Sapolsky Masterclass this weekend. Oh, cool. How'd you like it? That must have been great. Got to bring up my Mike Skyros reference image. Does he usually wrestle with, like, so why do I picture him having, like, one of those, like, shitty necklaces on? I guess not. Bobby Gilbert with the angry judgy face. See, oh, Bobby Gilbert says he bought a new action figure. What figure did you get, Bobby? Okay, no hats or anything, but ring attire. We're gonna go long tights. This is very Mike Skyros coded. We'll see if there's something more. Oh, the APA ones actually are also super Mike Skyros. Right now, I'm thinking the APA ones are going to be the answer, but we'll take a look at everything. Oh, those might be pretty good, almost like the spider webs if we change the color. Let's see. Yeah, that's Mike Skyros. Yep. So he's going against Santana. So yeah, they just announced that at 2CW. That'll be great. Bobby Gilbert got a Batista figure. Oh, sick, dude. Let's see, it was awesome. Learned so much, and now know what I need to focus on. Hey, that's knowing where to focus what you're working on is huge. I seminars are great for that. Regular training is great for that. Watching video of your own matches is huge for that because you can look at it and you can go, "Oh, my strikes are terrible," or "Oh, I'm getting up too slow," or "Oh, I'm not feeding in the right directions." You can learn so much from watching your own footage, or sending your footage to wrestlers that you know and you trust, and they can watch it and give you notes. There's so much to learn there. Well, Bobby, that's exciting though. You got something to look forward to. All right, we're getting this Skyros is coming along real nice. All right, he's a kick pads guy. I see in the pictures. Why have I never noticed that before? How have I never noticed that Mike Skyros wore kick pads? Okay, now I'm looking at him. I almost want to give him the yellow tights that I see him wear all the time. Like that's very common Mike Skyros. You know what? He wore black and red to this last show. We're gonna go with black and red. It'll be the most recent look we've seen. Okay, upper body. He doesn't wear anything on his upper body, so we're just gonna leave that. Now under tattoos, he does have some tattoos. Not a ton. Just like a little bit on one arm, really, is one arm into one shoulder a little bit. So we're just gonna, like that's pretty, a Christian tattoo is pretty close. Oh, that's a bit much. The lead is close, but it's on the wrong shoulder. Okay, Rios is also very close. Actually, that's super close. Oh, you know, he's got it on one arm and he's got it on like a forearm. So, like, this is actually that, you know, we're going, that's the one. That's really close to what he does. And it looks like we got, he does the Farouk bands, and he does some regular old like wristbands. So we got to figure out if there's. I wonder if the Farouk is in the upper body thing somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Boom! Found it on the first try. All right. It's, at some point, I want to make a point to go to a grind show. Well, you've got lots of time to plan for it because. Unless something changes or something presents itself, the next grind show won't be until March. So you've got some time, Joey Nails. Bobby, you got one of the presents that you bought yourself. What did you get? And these wristbands are actually basically what we're after. I'm going to go to the taped and leave them black, though, because that's a little more... That's very Skyros. Wow. This actually isn't a bad Skyros already. We just got to give him the right rest of his gear, which it looks like... Does he wear his knee pads? Yeah, he wears his knee pads over his tight. All right, well. However he wants it, man. Just a little black knee pad. There we go. Knee pad 1 is perfect. Gotta match him. All right, that looks good. I'll send you a picture. Yeah, sure. I'll keep it. I'll check it out, Bobby. All right, leg guards is what we're after. That looks very Skyros and. This remains black. Highlight color, we can go a little bit brighter. There we go. Yeah, there we go. And that's our Skyros. Oh, that's awesome. What is he? He wears something. He wears crazy stuff to the ring. But I don't remember what. Like, I know he's worn, like, fur coats to the ring and stuff. Like, he's done all kinds of stuff. See if something jumps out at us as being... I think he's done leather jackets to the ring as well. Nickabeans, I'm going to need you to keep an eye on this. You and Rye will have an eye. Tell me if if something I go by here really looks like something he has worn to the ring. Some of them I can change the colors a little bit, so we might be able to customize some of it. Like that seems like something he's worn to the ring, except we got to get rid of that too cool on the back. This is actually not far off from something he would wear, but again, it's very, it's covered with writing of someone else's name, which is not helpful. I don't think he's done a trench coat. I also don't think he's just done a shirt, has he? Maybe he has. I don't know. Any of those jump out at us? I'm kind of thinking, let's see if I can change the color on this and make this like as not as terrible. Yeah, no one sees him from behind on his entrance. He's either got a coat or no shirt usually. Okay. I think this is kind of similar to something I would see him in. Although I could see him wearing a white version of it too. And that makes that logo on the back disappear. I think he's getting the white jacket. I feel like I've seen him wear something crazy like this. He's a guy who throws a fit together. Although the sunglasses are kind of messing it up for me. I don't think he wears sunglasses to the ring. I talked myself out of it. We gotta lose those. Are they on everything? Did I put them on him somehow? Or does just everyone here wear damn sunglasses? Yeah, they were. Okay, well, let's see. I could see something like this. I think that's what we're going to go with, because that's pretty close. Yeah, we'll let him have some accent colors there. My all my sumo podcasts are already posting their previews and their guesses and their predictions for the upcoming Basho in November. How the time flies. I feel like September Basho just ended. All right. We're going to call that Mike Skyros for now. Because I like how if we only do the appearance, we kind of move quickly. Yeah, that looks really good. Yeah, that's actually pretty sick. I'm really happy with that. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's make another. Let's keep filling in the grind roster a bit. I think we need to make Kwesi an A game. They're kind of my next picks for who I would or Mooney. It's it only took us 28 minutes to make Skyros, so we might have time to do all three. Do we make Mooney next? I'm just checking to see if we can get if I can get a little bit of what we're after here. See if we can get some reference images up. Hey, Herobotic. Rolling in on a Monday night. Made it late, but great. It's the only way to fly. Let's see. While I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can pull up a quick highlight moment from myself and Rip Bison. Yeah, we'll take it from about there somewhere. All right, we are. I'm gonna bring into the screen quick highlight from this weekend's pro wrestling grind. Me and Rip absolutely destroying each other's health and well-being in this match. We're picking it up. We are at this point we're like 25 minutes into the match. I don't think we'll go all the way to the finish. There's a specific moment I want to get to because you got to hear the sound of this one deafening clothesline that Rip hits me with. It sounds like a baseball getting hit out of a park. All right, here we go.
Perry that much closer. Oh, but Perry sensed it.
Oh, wait a second, and now Iron Rip Bison just incidentally got himself in the perfect positioning for Perry to hook him up for the Perry-go-round.
Got it hooked up. Oh, but Ripper been on the receiving end one, no part of that. Got the rack hooked up. Burning hammer!
Into the cover, new champion, no! Perry digging down deep.
Digging into another dimension, another realm of being, because this monster truck, no longer human, Alyssa, inhuman monster truck, trademark it right
Mooney,
now.
and,
Perry Von
Travis
Vicious,
Huckabee,
digging
and even
deeper.
Seabass. You can see a bunch
Don't
of the
go
roster all
digging
kind of
his
lined up there.
grave
Delmy's
just
back
yet.
by Skyros as well, but
Perry
kind of
Von
behind the
Vicious
pad
is
there.
still in
Watching
this.
the other wrestlers react to
And
some of
Iron
this
Rip
stuff is
Bison.
crazy.
The resolve remains in the eyes of your Celebration Day 4 #1 contender.
Me wearing
But
the
he is
rare
airing
all-white
out
gear,
the armory.
big show,
So you
big
go
Celebration
back
Day
to
gear.
what got you there, brandishing that iron. One
Right, here they
more
come.
love gun lariat. In this deep into extra innings, it's all she wrote. Love gun lariat!
Devastating blow.
Iron Rib Bison, though, not
I want to see the
quite
chat go
enough
crazy
yet.
on the third one when you hear the
Landed his
sound.
greatest shot.
When you hear the sound of that, I want to see the
Wants
chat
it
go
again.
nuts.
Love gun lariat!
When you think about how long these two have known one another, of course Rip Bison knows the kind of resilience, the tough as nails mentality that Perry Von Vicious is going to bring to this matchup. He knows it's going to take more than one, than two. Oh, jeez.
Oh, Perry
I'll give you that
crumpling.
sound again.
Quite enough yet. Landed his greatest shot. Wants it again. Love gun lariat.
When you think about how long these two have known one another, of course Rip Bison knows the kind of resilience, the tough as nails mentality that Perry Von Vicious is going to bring to this matchup. He knows it's going to take more than one, than two. Oh, jeez.
Oh, Perry crumpling here. That third love gun lariat. And Ripper now. He's sensing the end of this story just a breath away.
Oh, wait a second. A big open palm meets the cheek.
The big left out of Perry Von Vicious, but Ripper stacking them up, switching hands, a man possessed.
Ripper said he was putting the businessman in the back seat for today's matchup.
He's emphasizing the business, we'll say that.
Indeed, is now serving the fans here, serving his opponent, barreling in full at a steam and clock laid out.
The discus lariat finds home. Iron Rip Bison back up. Another discus lariat. Perry Von.
We're gonna leave it there. There's a lot more to that match, but that is your preview before the matches actually drop on YouTube. Yeah, the discus clothesline is one that I just kind of added in like a month or two ago. I needed something that fit in a particular spot in a match, and that happened to be like the best bet. Elmira, welcome to the chat. Happy to see you. All right, we're gonna hop in here and we're gonna make. God, it's really tough choices. You know what? These two slots are right next to each other. We're gonna make A Game and Kwesi. We're gonna add them into the game here. So I'm gonna pull up some reference images here. Make sure we get the shots we need. That match got wild. Yeah, you're telling me. I had to live it. I'm still feeling it, and Rip I know is still feeling it as well. All right, there we go. We got I got a reference shot up here of our buddy Joseph A Game here. Simple enough gear to make, it's boxing shorts. We're not going to be able to get them with the tassels, I don't think. And he wears athletic shoes, sort of a somewhere between boxing shoes and wrestling shoes. The big questions here is I have no idea what to put for his height. This is like I struggle with everyone's height. Thanks. Yeah. The first couple times I did the discus lariat, I was very unconfident about it, and then it kind of just it started really working for me. All right. Why has he got such a long name? Says Perry Von Vicious. It was a long time when people stopped tagging me and stuff because they were like, "Yeah, your name takes up too much space in a tweet." Then they extended how long tweets could be. But that Captain Albert Alexander. You guys don't know Steam Powered Giraffe. I can't recommend them strongly enough. His alias will be just a game. Very monster truck like. Yeah, that's I would say that it is a little bit like it's a little bit like when they pull a wheelie and the differential lets go and they kind of spin. It's also a little bit like a donut, but I mean so is the merry-go-round, so I got a lot of that. If I still threw the moonsault, that would be like when they do the backflips now. Nicobene says he's tall. I think he's about the same height as Skyros, because I know that he was shorter than me, but taller than Rip. This is my only frame of reference. To me, every guy I meet is basically 5'10". All right. I'm not gonna change his picture. It's fine. Let's see. I'm gonna call him 5'11", because I think he's the same height as Skyros. Where weight is concerned, he's definitely lighter. I want to say he's maybe 210. He's a slim and trim fella. All right, appearance. Now this body type actually ain't far off. I think that's exactly the body type. Just in case, let's see. No. He's a little more cut up than that. All right. And let's see here. It can be hard to get complexion exactly right because there's so few options. That seems not quite it. Actually, that's probably going to be about right. We're going to go with that. We'll see how it reads on screen once he's in a match. All right. Head shape, he's got a narrow... Actually, that's pretty much exactly his head shape. We don't have to change that at all. Shit, that's actually pretty good for his face, too. Wow, a lot of the basic presets here are pretty spot on. I'm getting frantic messages from our production people at Grind. Just going to take a quick glance at these real quick, make sure everything's okay. All right, I'll get back to him later. All right. Hair. Now, there's only one here that really works for him, and it's the afro. And it rules. Like, I love A-Game's hair. Gotta finish editing tonight. 2 matches left. Wow, that's so fast. Now, does that include the promo picks we took as well, Rye? You're going to have to wrestle every match next time. Oh. Yeah, I love A Game's hair. Can we just acknowledge like how sick that looks? Like sometimes he pulls it back and braids it. Nah, when it looks big, it looks so cool. All right, facial hair. He's got a little finely kept beard going on. Just gonna find the right one. I mean that one maybe if we can change the color. No, we can't change the color. All right, so that ain't it. That's pretty close. Number 8 is going to be our fallback. That's maybe actually that might be it. I'm gonna bring our reference shot in again. I think that's it. When we look at that beard versus the one on there, yeah, I think that's it. Promo pics haven't been edited yet. I did spend some time playing around to see if they would cut out well. They should. I think they should. When I saw what you were taking, when I got a couple glimpses, the lines and edges are real crisp. So I think we're in good shape. I actually have some really cool uses for those. Talking with Paul. This is inside baseball for everyone else because Rye is part of the production team at Grind. There's really, we could just say that she's our photographer. She's not just our photographer. The pictures that Rye takes very much inform a lot of the artistic decisions we make on things like thumbnails, match graphics, teaser images, and even how matches are edited for what angles we pick in the videos. And we did some custom promo pictures at this last one for use on future promotional materials and such. I think I can actually use some of what we did in video graphics, and I have a pretty cool idea that I want to try once a bunch of them are out and I can really kind of fiddle with them. It's one of the only really good sides of having a sort of a long off season for Pro Wrestling Grind is it gives people like myself and Paul, who's our primary video guy, a lot of time to kind of mess with some of the raw materials we have and see what we can do like differently. All right. Let's see. So he's good on that. Ring attire. We got to find him some like boxing shorts. Those are close, but not quite. I wonder if shorts are like their own category. Because I know that there's shorts. Oh, there we go. Yeah, boxing. Boom. Wow. Right off the bat. They were green. I don't know if Kwesi has green gear. I'd like to make them wear matching gear so that when they team up in the game, they look alike. I know they have matching red gear. Now, I'm gonna say that's our backup, just the boxing one. I'm gonna look and see if is there anything like slightly better than the standard boxing shorts. Nah, I think it's just boxing. All right, boxing it is. All right, upper body is nothing. He does have some tattoos. They're not overwhelming, but he does have some tattoos on his arm and stuff. They're actually going to be very similar to the ones we picked for Skyros. Yes, Travis. Hey, Travis Huckabee, everybody. Yes, I'm currently making a game. And, it's one of the... Whoa, that's way too colorful. His tattoos do not look like that. Oh, a hairy chest. The Undertaker stuff is too much. Thrasher is too little. Taz is not it. That's too much. Yeah, I think we're going with the Road Dogs again, because that's about the level of tattoos he has. Thanks, Nightbot. Alright. Wristbands, these are easy. He's taped, and he tends to do them white. The last thing I said to Travis was, would you eat this cheese? And then he disappeared into the dark outside of 7-Eleven. Well, at least we know he made it home after that ominous disappearing. Or he's tuned in from the void. We're his only hope. No knee pads for our boy. It's a rough and tumble kid. All right. For the feet skis. He's got the athletics, but they're like high tie. Yeah, that's a game. But he gets them so that they match. So these would be like, yeah, that's a game. I'm sending this from parts unknown. I thought so. I didn't eat the cheese, so I'm alive. Thank you, friend. Spotted some dodgy. Wow, this came out great. Look at A game. Oh man, yo, I'm super psyched with how this looks. Does he wear anything to the ring? I don't remember what his entrance stuff may or may not look like. I feel like it's he wears like a jacket, right? He has like a he wears some kind of jacket on his way to the ring. And I know there's going to be a picture here because he and Kwesi are real good about posing on their entrances. Yeah, here's a shot where we can see. Yeah, look at that. That's exactly the attire we have him in here. I hope that's all showing up on. Yeah, look at that. That's exactly that attire. The red shorts with the white and red shoes. Yo, that's awesome. So this is great. I'm so stoked with how this is coming out. It's an old school sports jacket. See, I thought so. I'm scrolling through some of his pictures because there will be something here that, like, I know he's real good about posting pics of him and Kwesi. Yeah, it is like an old school sport. I wonder, does he have it in multiple colors or is it just the black one? I see the black one a lot here. All right, let's check out. I'm gonna check out Kwesi's Twitter, see if he has, because he's also real good at posting stuff. Kwesi's gonna have crazy outfit. I don't know how we're gonna get Kwesi's hair. Kwesi does crazy stuff with his hair, which rules, but this game is very limiting. We had the T2T warm-up jacket, I think. Oh, yeah. I think you're right. I think they both sort of did that at this show, although Kwesi always has like a Wu-Tang shirt that he likes to wear out. Kwesi is quite the character. Look at that. We're never going to be able to make that the Minnie Mouse ears that his hair turns into. But we're going to do our best. We're going to do our best. But he's next. He's next on the list. Yeah, I feel like they're always posting. Maybe it's on their IG. We'll check. We'll check the old Insta. A game. Yeah, there it is. That's his entrance jacket. It is like a very simple, like old school bomber. And I think that's what we got to give him. He's got to have it. Just a real simple jacket. Something like a bomber jacket. Yeah, this puts sunglasses on him, and that's not, he doesn't do that. Boy, there might not be a good option for him. Like, it would have to be like the biker jacket, but we'd have to like try to make it less. Like, is that actually probably reads about right, huh? I think that looks okay. I wasn't sure about it, but that I think looks, yeah, look at that. From a distance, that's exactly the look. And then without, that's exactly a game. All right, 2 down. Let's go. All right, next. Moving on to Kwesi. Now, Kwesi's shorter, for sure, but he's taller than people think he is. Like, I want to say he's about the same height as Rip, But for the sake of Rip's ego, we're going to make him a little bit shorter. Let's see. I need to make sure I'm spelling... I can never remember how anyone's names are spelled in wrestling. Everyone's names are wrong all the time. That's the only person they tag? Jesus. All right, sorry. I'm criticizing the social media of my friends. Not everyone's on top of their tagging game like I am, you know what I mean? Okay, yeah, it's spelled exactly like I thought it was. Okay, come on. There we go. Nope, that's not how it's spelled at all. There we go. Short name, Kwesi, but all capitals. Nope. I'm glad Travis Huckabee's able to hop in the chat. I feel like he and I and Rip and Gary J are all lucky to be just conscious today. Oh, yeah. I forget what his alias is, but it's way too long to fit in the space they give. I know that. It's like the Ancestral Avenger. That ain't fitting in the letters that they give us. All right. I'm going, let's say 5'9" for the sake of Rip's ego. Wait. If I had to guess on Kwesi, I'm gonna say like, let's give him something weird like a 202. He's a thick boy for his height, but he's not heavy. He's also so damn athletic. It's infuriating. All right, here we go. Body, he's gonna be like a medium build. He's not thick build, is he? No, that's too thick. He's a medium build. About that. Let's see. His skin tone. I'm just looking on here. It looks a little bit darker than A game. Skin tones are so hard to get right. When I was mixing paint to make Delmi's figure, it was really hard. Getting the flesh tone for me exactly right is never easy because I change depending on the season. Like, I'm so pale right now. Man, flesh tones are hard. I watched a whole video from Adam Savage about how he mixes colors for flesh tones and like the things you don't expect that you need to have in there. Like he was saying, you always need to add, there's just a little bit of green in a flesh tone that you wouldn't really guess is there because it doesn't make sense to your brain, but when you add it, the color kind of comes to life. It's so fascinating. Like, there's the fact that all of us, regardless of what your natural tone is, that you're a little bit transparent, so there's other colors that seep through. Crazy. And then of course, you know, if you're blushing or you're overheated, if you're feeling nauseous, the tone changes. Unreal. Humans are crazy. All right. Kwesi's a happy guy. We got to find a goofy, dumb grin for this. Look at our boy. Look at our boy Kwesi. Look at this happy dude winning his first championship. That's a goofy face to find a copy of in this game, but we're gonna find it. That one's pretty good. Actually, that's not far off either. I think we might actually go... We didn't have to look far. It's kind of like this is pretty close. Let's see if I can get them both in frame at the same time. Not quite. Yeah, there we go. That's look at that. Man, Kwesi's a riot. What a nut. All right, the hair is going to be where it's hard. Now, he does do that, like, the, like, big goofy thing, but sometimes he does like this, where it's just kind of down. This look. we're not going to find that other thing. So I think we're going to have to try for like the braids. See, it's shaved on the sides. That ain't him. Okay, curly hair is not him. Dreads may work. I think that's what we're going to have to go with. I think that's going to be the closest we get. Okay, yeah, you know what? Once we're zoomed back, it's coming together. This is gonna be Kwesi before we're done. No facial hair, no masks, no hats or caps except on his entrance. Well, you know what? He likes a bandana. He does a like an X-Pac bandana. Like bandana 1 here could totally work. I'm gonna look and see if he tries to match. See, I'm in and out right now because I'm making decadent grilled cheese. Ooh, you using any special cheeses in that? We using some artisanal breads? What are we doing? Tell me about decadent grilled cheese. You've stopped all my progress because I want to know everything. There are certain foods that I try to avoid because of my diet and everything. And okay, yeah, he does try to like generally match the bandana to his gear. And we're gonna put him in red so that he matches A game. So we're gonna go with a red bandana here. But I want to know more about this grilled cheese. Don't think that I've forgotten. The red looks good. Let's get the zoom out and see how we feel about that. Well, I'm not sure it still reads as him like that. I think we go with none during the match. We're going to put something on him for his entrance, though. Entrance-wise, he'll need it. Okay, ring gear. I'm going to have to pull up some reference shots here because his ring gear is kind of unique. Like it's shorts that are almost tights, but almost like loose shorts. Like he kind of skirts that line. Let's see, can we get a... And sometimes he wears the shirt top. I think we're going to have him in the shirt top because that really... Yeah, this is... We're going to go with this reference pick, but give him red gear. We're going to go with this style, but it's going to be red. Oh, I wish we had the Ahmed Johnson, the nose tape for him. We'll have to make Angelo at some point too, so that they can have like a 6-man. All right, let's see. This one is a slice of yellow American cheese smeared on roasted garlic, cracked pepper, powdered mustard, 2 pieces of crumbled up maple bacon, Mexican cheese blend, fried red onions and butter, another slice of American yellow cheese. Holy crap. Seasoned the same way on the other on brioche bread slow grill. Yo. I'm starting the car. I'm on my way. Alan in the Northeast. Yo, what's up? Let's go. Alan Nadu in the house. What's up, buddy? We're making Kwesi Asante right now. I know you love some Ancestral City shooters. You love the Diaspora. What a time to roll in, buddy. Good to see ya. Yeah, been a while. All right, we gotta find the right gear for Kwesi Asante. And ooh, these crash tights might be it. Alan Nadu in the house. Rolling in on a Monday night. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that those ones we just saw are going to be the ones. Yeah, those are the ones for sure. We're doing good. Let's see. I'm trying to race Martinsville in trucks on NASCAR 25. Fun game. I just suck at driving. Hey, you've seen me play enough driving games on stream, Alan. You know that I can relate. All right. Yeah, we're going with let's give him the red gear. Yeah, with the white lines. It's all coming together. Thanks, Nightbot. Yeah, Alan, you definitely missed at the shows. I know the first one you managed to make it back up for. You'll get a hero's welcome for sure. All right, upper body. I do think he loves a Wu-Tang shirt with the sleeves cut off. So let's see if we can't find something kind of similar. He does tuck it in, generally speaking. So like that's, well, actually even the untucked reads kind of Kwesi. The tucked in might be good though. So we're gonna remember APA. APA is a maybe. The plain cut sleeves is also a maybe. Not perfect though. Okay, we could give him like a DX. It's like sort of the Wu-Tang look. He does love a Wu-Tang shirt. I see a bunch of different ones in his picks. Let's see. Oh, the Rikishi one could be pretty cool. The back that ass up. Okay, we're gonna Rikishi I think is leading the way. Big nasty bastard. That's gonna be for Andy Brown, because that's the closest we get to a shirt that says Thick Daddy, right? Everyone sees that. We see that as being the closest we get to an Andy Brown shirt on here. Yeah, even the Val Venus shirt looks pretty close, but I'm not comfortable giving anyone anything to do with that guy. That guy can go away forever. What do we think? Are we thinking Rikishi? I'm kind of thinking Rikishi if we can make it red. And then, yeah, well, yeah, there we go. This is coming together. Now, I don't think we can give him the armband. Speaking of NASCAR, did you see Ryan Vargas competing in El Toro Loco a couple weekends ago in Northwest? I did see that was happening. He was raced all over the place this year, whatever he can. He even got overall event win. NASCAR community, oh, I bet they did. That's really smart crossover work for Monster Jam. Like, that's built-in crossover appeal for sure. Let's see. I want to say... Yeah, I think, yeah, that's where the armbands are, and unfortunately, I think well, you know, the armbands is also how he wrestles. I don't know, I think he needs the shirt, otherwise he doesn't look, it doesn't read different enough from A Game at a distance on here, you know what I mean? I think we give him the shirt look for here. I can't see if he does wrist tape or not, but I can't imagine that he doesn't. Boy, he does wear a lot of different Wu-Tang Clan shirts. You know, when you got a favorite, you rock it. I get it. Oh, here we go. There's a ref. Wow, there's a reference pic of these two. What a crew, man. Look at these guys. Again, with the Wu-Tang shirt. He knows what he's about, man. I should start wearing Weird Al shirts during my matches. You don't put in the kind of work I put in to wear a shirt. So yeah, Kevin Harvick got to run Gravedigger's scheme, I believe. Yeah, I do remember that. I think it was around Father's Day weekend, but I could be wrong. Didn't win, but got in the top 10. Hey, with the Gravedigger scheme, you gotta. All right, let's see if we can, if there's anything like taped up style that we can give him that looks, nah, none of the gloves. Instead we'll look at wristbands and see if any of these do like any weird, like, because like the Dudleys always had the weird tape too. He might just need plain old regular tape like that, but we'll see. Something might, I guess that's it. All right, sticking with that for now. No elbow pads, but I wonder if there's armbands in here. Let's just check. We don't want to shortchange Kwesi here. If we can get the look, nah. No luck there. All right. Now, unlike his tag partner, Kwesi wisely wears knee pads. However, I believe that they often do not match. He usually will tie a bandana around one. And it looks like he likes to put the sometimes he has a bandana on both, but we're gonna pick one for now. maybe the way to do that is to get one with like a design on it that looks a bit like a bandana. Let's get a look at what options we have here, though. Because one of them will just be a regular old knee pad, I think. We want a little diversity between the two. Yeah. So I think we'll give him, on this leg, we'll give him just the regular roll, that look. Do I want more of a highlight? No. Okay, that's fine. And on the other one, we'll go with the angle. But we gotta go, yeah, we gotta make it look a little bit different. Or maybe we go with the red and red. Yeah, that way it looks like he put a red bandana on the one side to match his gear. That's what we do. Because he calls himself the Big Bison as well as Ancestral Avenger. So you know he got strong knees. Yo, I've been in the ring with Kwesi. He is deceptively strong. Like, he reads as a small guy from a distance, right? Because he's shorter than A-Game. A-Game's shorter than me. Yeah, and he's got a very young, I mean, he is very young, but he reads as very young, so it makes him seem very small. He is thick and strong as hell. He gave me a deadlift powerbomb recently. Yeah, Kwesi is just a hair shorter than Angelo, but like, no joke, I've seen him stand next to Rip. He and Rip are basically the same height, and Rip's not a short guy, he's like 5'10". So like all of them are above average height. They're just, to me, everyone's short. I mean, I'm 6'3", so it's unfair, but you know, I really do like, I'll be like, oh no, they're that person's not that tall, and then someone I'm talking to will be like, no, and have to correct me. All right, let's find. Oh yeah, the X-Pox might be it. Because look at that. See his knee pad cover? They got the outline. Now he has tassels too, but we're not going to be able to replicate that. We'll keep number 3 in mind. 3 might be good. The full-on X-Pac might be a bit much because he doesn't have any designs on the front. Yeah, he doesn't have his name on it either. Yeah, the Shamrocks are close. I think we're going with that first X-Pac. The number 3. Yeah. And now let's just give him the red outline. Yeah, we're getting somewhere here with Kwesi. Now that he's got all the stuff on, I want to see. Oh yeah, his strength, speed, flexibility, and his like acrobatics are just crazy. The first time I saw him work, I was kind of stunned. I was just thinking earlier today how I'm like, you know, in the last year or so, I've met all these really, really super talented guys. And then I started thinking more carefully about it. I was like, no, it's really been like 2 or 3 years. Because Kwesi and I were in a scramble match right before I left for Japan. And that was a little over 2 years ago. Skyros booked to wrestle Santana. Yo, I saw that at 2CW. It's Mike Skyros versus Mike Santana. Hell of a match. All right, I just want to see, now that we've got him put together here, because he's also like because he has a round baby face and he's right next to A-Game, who's so much taller. He always looks kind of thick, but I don't want to make him like overly thick. Like that seems too thick to me, but maybe that reads right. Does that read right? Or is that too big? Right? Like it's kind of hard to say. I actually think that might, boy, it's really hard to, let's see. Does that read more like Kwesi? Is he thick or do we go a little bit smaller? Kwesi's the greatest. Kwesi's one of my favorite people. Just an absolute riot. One of the funniest people. Yeah, boy, I can't pick if he's medium or if he's thick in this game. I don't know. What do we think in the chat? Which reads more Kwesi? This or this? I'm struggling to pick between the two. He walks that line right between the two. really hard choice. Is he here? What do we think? Bigger or smaller? Let's get a little profile shot here. First person with a vote in the chat gets it. We thinking bigger or smaller? We'll pull up a reference shot. Let's get a reference shot. I think he might need to be the... It's really hard to pick. It really depends on the photo. Like, it's... I think that might be... Yeah, boy, that's a hard pick, huh? This is a pretty good Kwesi, though. I'm pretty happy with this. All right. Let's see. Oh boy, Elmira's back with grilled cheese. I often think about where the line between a grilled cheese with stuff in it and that sandwich that just becomes some type of melt. I mean, I think to me a melt is when you add meat. If you add a meat, you can have a tuna melt, you can have a burger melt, a steak melt, um, pulled pork melt. I think to me that's when it becomes a melt. Now, having a little bit of bacon in it, I don't think is the same thing. Call me crazy. I think we're going with the medium. I think medium is where it's at. I don't want to... Yeah, with the shirt on, I think that reads as Kwesi. All right, now on entrance gear, we can either leave him like that or give him a jacket. He does have sort of the same jacket that A-Game will wear. He also will do like a bandana sometimes. But the bandana on here doesn't really play right with the hair, I don't think. And honestly, we could probably give him this thing because he wears all kinds of stuff to the ring. He's got shirts, he's got bandanas hanging off of him, tassels. You know, he does a lot of stuff. Oh, you know what? He likes to keep the bandana around the neck. I wonder if we can find that in masks. Like, even this isn't too far off from how he comes to the ring with that bandana and stuff. That's actually kind of tempting to just mess with this and make it the look. Like, if we went like there. Okay, hang on. Now I gotta read the... because the one I just ate, I was like, oh, that could have used more bacon. Oh, but it already had 2 pieces in it. 4 pieces of bacon and a bunch of grilled onions is starting to sound like a bacon onion melt to me. That's a fair point. There's a lot of cheese on there, so I don't know if it comes down to ratio. Boy, that's tough. Maybe we make the shirt red. You know what I think? I think he just needs the jacket. He needs the jacket. And we got to go with the black and the black so he matches. A-Game. Now, let's just see under masks. Under accessories. Oh, they do have a better bandana. Okay. All right. See, my dad would make me grilled cheese with egg and turkey in it. Oh, that does sound good. You guys are making me hungry. Thankfully, when I'm done here, I got a workout. After the workout, I have a protein shake. That's pretty filling. And then after that, right before bed, I got my pre-bed snack. That's my leftover. It's a holdover from my time in Japan. I have rice in the rice cooker with a can of tuna and just a little squirt of that Japanese Kewpie mayo. Little salt and pepper on the top, just a little. It doesn't sound that interesting or that appetizing, but it's so good. And it's a pretty big heaping pile of rice and stuff, so That's pretty good right before bed. I'm thinking that bandana might be what we need. Unless they have the nose tape, because he loves that nose tape. I don't think it's going to be in here though. This was after Ahmed Johnson's time, and I don't think Booker T was in the crew yet. Okay, so this might be the one. Oh, they don't let me change the color? Come on. Let's go with the other bandana then. Because this... Oh, they don't let me change that color either? Alright. The X-Pac one is the one then. Because at least it's got like the dots and stuff. Yeah, that's looking real. That's looking real, Kwesi. You definitely don't want to hear what I made last night if we're making you hungry. Yeah, one of my favorite streamers is Frank Howley, who's sort of a larger part of the Mega 64 verse. He does a lot of Japanese like pop music that he streams. He streams a lot of Joshi wrestling, and then a bunch of like kind of fun, goofy little games and stuff. He was streaming GCW, and the opening match of Shotzi's show that she just did was a garbage plate gift card on a pole match, and Alec Price was actually in it. Alec Price and Jordan Oliver won the match, and they ate their garbage plates right in the ring. So the whole chat just became about garbage plates. And boy, when I tell you that I wanted a garbage plate so bad, it was like 2 in the morning the night before grind, and I had to turn everything off. I was like, I can't eat right now. I just got to go to sleep. But no, go. I want to hear about the food. Believe me. If we're worried about making me hungry, one thing you need to know about Perry Von Vicious. My big secret, I'm always hungry. All right. We definitely have time to make one more since we're just doing visuals, and I think we got to make Ryan Mooney. We got to make the rabid honey badger himself. You guys see that incredible riding the mute button? Just sneezed and no one heard it. Absolute professional. All right, let's see if we can find... No, that's a video. People, stop posting reels. I don't care about your reels. I just want a picture I can work from. And a picture that includes your frickin' footwear. Show me your boots. Now, he wears 2 different boots, and that's going to be complicated. But there we go. That's, boy, that picture looks really small on screen. All right, hang on. We can find a better one. He's definitely got a better picture than that somewhere. Sometimes he wears long tights. Well, not in this game. It's trunks for you, Mooney. Well, that'll be a cool picture. Hey, Cody Brooks, welcome, bud. Oh, he's going to be really small if I use that picture. Okay. Just trying to find a good reference shot of Ryan Mooney here that we can work from. I'm going to check let's check his Twitter. How's everyone's weekend? My weekend was good, Cody. I successfully defended my Grind Grand Championship against Iron Rip Bison. Managed to somehow retain my championship after one of the most hellacious beatings I've ever taken in a match. And this Saturday, he and I will be hopping in the car together to there we go. There's a Ryan Mooney pick, him hitting a big knee on I can't quite see who. Griffin McCoy. It's Griffin McCoy he's hitting. Okay, here we go. I'm reading about we reading about food now. Oh boy, it's multiple posts. Okay, hang on, hang on. All right, so the base recipe is you take a can of crescent roll sheets. Yo, I am already so in. Spread that out, put a bag of cheese on it. Yeah, I've done a little bit of this business. I've played this game. Take another canister of crescent roll sheets. Oh, we doubling up. Lay that over the top, seal it down, and make that so you have a giant grilled cheese pillow. I would take a nap so hard on that. So what I did was use Mexican cheese, put down some Mexican-inspired rice that I had made. Yes. Then some refried beans, good. Some al pastor. Another layer of cheese, sealed that up, buttered the top, sprinkled cheese on top of that, and put that in the... You are completely out of control, and I love it. Let's go. Let's frickin' go. All right. We're starting on Rabid Ryan Mooney. For those who may or may not remember, I had a hell of a match with Ryan Mooney back in March of this year at the kickoff show for Grind for the year. I threw a poison Rana in that match. I also did a deadlift stalling orange crush bomb. Just gonna put no Mooney. Mo. Alias is Rabbit Honey Badger ain't fitting in there. We all know who he is. I could eat food all day. I've been known to eat way too much food given the opportunity. Nikki and Rye got to see. They probably were busy talking to other people and didn't notice the number of slices of pizza I ate at the Grind after party. I can put pizza away like nobody's business. Now Mooney is short. Mooney is maybe 5'8", right? Like he's got to be at least 2 inches shorter than Rip Bison. God, how tall is Ryan Mooney? He didn't respond to my message earlier, so I don't think he's checking messages today. We're going to call it 5'8". And for weight, he's light. I'm going to say, and he's heavier than you would think because he's strong. Like he lifts like a maniac. I'm going to call him 185, which might be heavier than he is, but I don't think it really matters. All right. Body type. He is on the skinny side. He is the more jacked of the two here. And let's see. He is pale as a sheet of printer paper. So, I mean, if I'm yeah, he's real pale. He is. I'm pretty sure he gets sunburnt under fluorescent lights. So. And the pop cough drop number 2. Whole weekend of shouting. Trying to mitigate some allergies after a long hike yesterday. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I hiked a mountain the day after going 30 minutes with Iron Rip Bison. Can't stop old Pear Bear. Sorry, you're all going to have to listen to me talk with a cough drop in my mouth. My apologies. I know that's not appealing. That's actually the right shape for his head, so we're going to leave that. Face. It's actually not a terrible face for Mooney either, once we put some facial hair on. Yeah, a lot of these have the face paint already on their face. That was what was so tricky about finding face paint earlier. Actually, that might be Mooney. I think that's Shane McMahon. All right. Now, Mooney's had a few different hairstyles. I like when it's a little shaggy. He's kind of in that mid-range. That's too long. That's too long. That's too long. That's too long. God, do I have to give him the Vince hair? Do we have to do Pompadour Mooney? And the curly's close, but it's all the wrong shape. That's close, but it's dreads. This is one of the things that was always the most tough about this. We're gonna go with the curly hair and see if the front. Oh, we can't switch the front hair. Boy, that's tough. It's got to be kind of red. He's a little bit of a ginger. Just saying. great Tim Minchin song about how you're not supposed to call people gingers. It's a song called Prejudice. I strongly recommend everyone listen to the song Prejudice by Tim Minchin. It is outstanding. Song about the power and the language of prejudice. It's called do 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 prejudice, prejudice, prejudice. He does his own echoes when he sings it. All right, now he's got facial hair, but we got to be able to change the color, otherwise it's not red like it should be. That's pretty close to his facial hair, but that's looking a little bit more like what's Christian something or other, whatever his name is. Let's see, Cody Brooks says, Perry, are you going to be hanging out at Fight Life on Sunday at all? Sadly, I will not. This Friday is my wedding anniversary on Halloween, and then Saturday I'm wrestling all the way up in Maine. So on my wedding anniversary weekend, I am taking off to a wrestling booking far away on Saturday. So I'm staying home Sunday to spend some time with my wife. Giving in and doing the right thing, I suppose. Let's see. That actually reads pretty Mooney. It's not red enough, but we're going to remember number 25 as a maybe. I think 25 is the best we're going to do. Yeah. Boy, making Mooney's hard. Why can't he look more like any of these people? Oh wow, I didn't know there was a Mrs. Monster Truck. Yeah, I'm an old man. I've been, this year is our 14th wedding anniversary. And in June of this year? Of next year? Hang on, I have to do some math. It was June of this year. We'd been together for 18 years. See, now we could give him his honey badger. Yeah, Herobotic's doing the same math. Herobotic knew my wife before I did. They were in a sketch troupe together in college, and then I became sort of an adjunct member. I think I wound up being in every sketch show that you guys did in some capacity, even though I was never a member of the group. In fact, Herobotic was the officiant at our wedding. Let's see, no hats or caps when he's in the ring. Ring attire, we got to do some trunks here. I've kind of used the Malenkos on everybody, so hopefully we can find something. I think the Rock ones might be good because he has only if it's on the butt, not the. Oh, actually the Saturns I think are going to be the look. Elmira, so it's all because of you. In many ways, Herobotic is to blame. Ooh, actually, this might look really good. No. Yellow was the right look. Yeah, check that out. That's the gear. All right, this is starting to come together. You can blame this dude. You can't see it, but Herobotic's pointing to himself. He also has a little bit of tattoos done, but only just right at the wrist. So actually, this is starting to read a little bit like Mooney already. All it took was those trunks, and I'm coming around on the way this looks. It's already got the right wrist tape, I think. The angle tattoo is not far off, but he's got a little bit on his forearms, so we gotta find. I don't want to do the road dog again. Everyone's kind of had the road dog because it's just a little bit and then it's the wrists. Everyone else has a ton. Thanks, Nightbot. Nightbot keeping everyone informed. I guess it's Road Dogg again. Everyone's got the same tattoos. Boy, isn't that a way to describe life? Everybody's just got the same tattoos. Thanks again, Nightbot. Killing it, bud. All right, wristbands. We're definitely going with the taped, and he does use black tape, so that looks good. No elbow pads. He does do knee pads, and I believe he does 2 different knee pads, or maybe one leg has it, one leg doesn't. I don't know. It's hard to find. Why doesn't anyone ever post like clear images from their matches? All right, maybe I'll find something better on his Instagram. It's all reels, man. Stop posting reels. Give me reference pictures. Don't you know people play video games where they might want to make you in the game? Come on, man. Killing me. Boom, boom, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum. Oh, is that a 3rd round from Nightbot? Thanks, bud. Do 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 do. Okay, so it is 2 pretty normal knee pads. At least in this one picture. All right. I kind of want to like see if I can give him something weird, because I do think he has at least one cool knee pad. His knee pads do not match for sure. Yeah, that looks like how one looks. And the other one has definitely got to look like something. So like, can I do like something like that? That's gonna have to, nah, that's not right. That's not it. That ain't the look. You know what? I don't like that other one either. I think something like that, but like all black is probably the look for him. I think this one, maybe we do the same thing, but we do like get his yellow mixed into it. Yeah, that's looking a little more Ryan Mooney. He has some crazy gear, and I'm not going to be able to do his feet exactly because he has one short boot and then one leg he wears a kick pad, and I can't do 1 and 1, so I kind of think he's just stuck with the short boots because that sort of reads as him too. You know, just for the heck of it, let's scroll down these and see if maybe one is like a half and half. I don't think it will be. All right. I think these are them. And then the best we're going to be able to do is probably give him some like, yeah, the yellow laces is very, very Mooney. Yeah, this is looking fairly Mooney. The hair and the head still really aren't it. Like his hair is bigger than that. But the dreads are never going to look right, I don't think. He might need to have the dreads, because his hair is kind of big. Honestly, if there was like a longer version of the Vince hair, that would kind of do it. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it as the Vince hair and see what it looks like further. Actually, that does kind of read more like Mooney. Man, Mooney's complicated to make. What a jerk. How dare he? How dare he? We can, I think I have an idea. I think this first knee pad does need to be like the long one. We need some long thing here. Because that's going to be what makes the two legs look more different from each other. Alright, looks like knee pad 2 or possibly supporter 1. Yeah, I think that's going to be the look. Yeah. Now, entrance attire is complicated for Mooney because he wears like a wild, weird jacket and like has like a mask and stuff. We are not going to find all that. But there might be. Like, I think, does he wear a vest? He wears a vest, right? Yeah, he wears a vest. This vest might be the look. Let's see. Biker vest is a fallback. Now that I'm thinking about it, it is definitely a vest that he wears to the ring. So, biker vest, and let's see, can we get some like a little bit of some other colors on here? I think black with that like yellow kind of popping off it is gonna be the best we'll do for him. Can we make it a lighter yellow? Yeah. All right, and we're gonna call that Ryan Mooney. At some point, we'll have to pop in and give these guys all like all their move sets and stuff. But for now, we've just created 4 new grind characters in No Mercy, and I think it would be totally crazy if we didn't do something with them. So let's see what kind of match options we have here. Maybe a Rumble? Select. Let's call it 8. 1 versus all computers, because the AI in this game is not good enough to just do its own thing. Let's see, which one of these looks the most like grind? I think Survivor Series, maybe. Actually, the doors on the Royal Rumble set. Yeah, let's go with Royal Rumble. We don't need me to defend my championship on this and accidentally lose it. I am building toward where I just have every belt, so we're going to continue that sometime for sure. See, when you're feeling kind of blah and then you feel that fart drop down into the chamber ready to rip, oh, man, what a time. You can just feel yourself get better. The healing power of the flatulence. All right, so we got Perry. We got Mike Skyros. We got A-Game. We got Kwesi. We got Ryan Mooney. We got room for 2 more, which means we need Old Uncle Ripper and we need Big Downs. Is that it? No, we got 1 more, huh? All right. Well, I guess let's throw Redacted in as a wild card. Or should we throw in someone else? Let's see. Anybody on this roster? Oh, one of the BWO that I made. I still got to get back in here and turn Big Viscera. Where is he? I still got to turn him into King Mabel at some point. I guess, yeah, we throw Redacted in as the last one. All right. Here we go. I'm letting these entrances roll because I want to see these guys. Closest I could get to my monster vest. Yeah. These came out really good. I'm so happy with how this went. I wasn't sure what I was going to play tonight. I do have some plans. I think this is an appropriate Halloween stream because we made Mike Skyros. and with his face paint, very Halloweeny. I'm thinking tomorrow. Tuesday has been Mandragora as of late, but I think this week we're gonna break out Luigi's Mansion tomorrow because it's Halloween time. We deserve it. All right, A-Game, I'm sorry to do this to you, bud. Oh, swing and a miss. Oh, there he goes. One down. Wow, that really does read as Skyros right up there. Wow. Oh, here comes Mooney. That really is pretty good for a Mooney. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We might have to make Kwesi thicker or shorter. Something's not reading fully Kwesi about this, but appearance, just in terms of like attire and stuff, we nailed it. I'm gonna have a lot of fun making a thumbnail for this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uncle Ripper's coming. Look out, everybody. That rip rules too. That came out really good. Oh, there goes Skyros. You nail that thumb. Oh, Delmy's in trouble. Wow, me and Rip just cleaning house here. Mad in control of the ring, but here comes Dr. Redacted. Uh-oh, watch out for Delmy on the floor. She's trying to interfere on Rip's behalf, I bet. She's got ill intent. She's trying to get somebody. It all comes down to Mad. It's Grind's main event from Celebration Day revisited. Uh-oh. Might be quick. Oh, bringing him back in. I'm toying with him now. You know why? Because it's time. It's time for the Perry-go-round. Oh, Ripper with the strong style kick out. Oh, Redacted didn't tell me. Going at it on the outside. Oh, and there he goes. We got a replay or no? I don't do replays for Royal Rumbles. That's okay. So what do we think? I think those characters came out great. I think before we call it a stream here, I think we got to do a tag match. Yeah, we got to do got to do a tag match. Keep it at the same spot. No tags needed, I think is fine, but a bit of a mess. Non-title. We're gonna do the team of Mad versus Diaspora. Come on, look at that. Now that's a screen grab. Just gonna drop that off for a sec. Give me 1 minute here. Then we'll run the match after that. Do 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 do. There we go. Just had to make sure that was safely deposited somewhere. That looks like Joe Rogan. Which character looks like Joe Rogan? Good heavens. What a mean thing to say about someone. I guess looking like him ain't a problem. It's sounding like him that's a problem. Oh, Dr. Redacted. Well, you know, bald guys can blend into one after a while, I guess. Oh, Uncle Ripper, look at him. That's exactly how he walks to the ring. Nailed it. Now, I really should have set these two to come out together, because I know I can. I'll see it when I watch the replay to post this on YouTube, I'm sure. See you, A-game. Get him, Rip. There we go, a little double team. Teaching these boys a valuable lesson. See if I can reach him. Not quite. Teaching myself a valuable lesson, it would seem. Yeah, big old double team. Just like the Rockers. Ah, now they're double teaming me. No fair. With that Vader bomb. Big Stalin brain buster. Ah, Saito! Boy, I gave Rip a lot of Saitos this weekend. And that's going to be it, I think. Yeah. Made quick work. Quick work of our boys in Diaspora. Just like how it would happen in real life. Speaking of mad, speaking of me and Rip Bison, we will be teaming up this weekend at Limitless Wrestling in Dover, Foxcroft, Maine, taking on the team of DJ Powers and Jose Zamora. I had to think about who we were even wrestling. All that after we took each other to absolute war for 30 minutes this past weekend. Let's see. Just glancing if I had another clip from that to share. I do not. So we are going to call that a stream. Bring us out. Get the image up on screen because this is pretty great. I love how these guys all came out. All right. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in and hanging out. I will be back tomorrow night at 8:30. Let's see. $20 next time I see you if you hit DJ with a Perry go round. Cody, I may hold you to that. I've hit Jose with one before, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. All right, I am going to call that a stream. I will be back on tomorrow night at 8:30. We'll be playing Luigi's Mansion for Halloween. Until then, everybody, stay out of trouble, and I will see you all tomorrow.